You can't imagine that this works? Wait a minute, we will show you. But first, what's the DNA? According to the Collins Dictionary, DNA is defined as an acid in the chromosomes in the center of the cells of living things. DNA determines the particular structure and functions of every cell and is responsible for characteristics being passed on from parents to their children. But what will happen if we could change the DNA? It could bring many advantages. Curing diseases like cancer or improving the yield of crops to fight malnutrition on this earth are two examples. But is it possible too to change the genetic code and design your baby the way you want to? Yes, CRISPR Cas9 is the solution. But what does CRISPR mean? CRISPR is a particular gene sequence in bacteria. Combined with the protein Cas9, they form a natural defense mechanism. The DNA of the virus, which penetrates the bacteria, will be destroyed by the protein. In 2012, scientists found out that this process works in every organism. That's why it's possible to cut the DNA at any point. And now, let's see how it works. The protein Cas9 transports a short gene sequence. Scientists can produce it synthetically. It will decide where the scissor has to cut. If Cas9 finds the missing piece in the DNA structure, it will cut out that part of the helix, and the DNA is genetically changed. If two people want to become parents and they know they have an hereditary disease, they had the options to choose an artificial fertilization, as known as in vitro fertilization. In this process, the ovum will be fertilized outside the mother's body. The embryos can be investigated for genetic defects. Only the healthy ones will be reinserted in the uterus, and hopefully the ova will nest so the pregnancy can start. In China and the US, scientists have already manipulated human embryos. And if the genotype gets changed like that, there is no way to reverse it. This technology is very cheap, simple, and precise in contrast to other genetic manipulations. With this progress, it's possible to replace, repair, and turn off DNA sequences. But a big disadvantage is that the research about this topic is not finished yet. There are still a lot of open questions left and risks to consider too, like the effects of manipulated genes on the following generations. And now we know designer babies are not impossible.